I know white artists who would perform Lauryn Hill or another rapper or another singer, and they would never say the N word, or they would, and then they would ask me if that's okay. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and I want to say thank you for tuning into another episode of The Right Hustle. This episode is entitled The Importance of Accountability. I'm gonna be honest, I grew up listening to all kinds of shit that I should not have been listening to. I remember I got in trouble for writing out and memorizing the lyrics to Lil Kim and Biggie's song. I can't remember the name. I think it was I Need Another Bitch. I think it was that. It could have been something else. What do you do when your bitch is untrue? Do you cut the sucker off and find some another? Yeah, I think it was that. Another bitch. Could be something else. But I was absolutely out of line. And like a dummy, I kept the lyrics somewhere in an open, and my grandma, I think it was my grandma, found that shit, and she was like, what? And I was young. So as I have gotten older and matured, I have definitely still put some raunchy shit in my lyrics, but recently there was a customer who came to my show, and she was like 14, Chinese girl, and she wanted so bad to perform, to sing. Now, the place I work, they don't always allow people to just come up, but it wasn't a whole lot of people there that night, so the bar manager was like, all right, no problem, one song, that's it. And she wanted to sing SZA, Snooze. Yeah. I remember listening to her and thinking to myself, wow. She didn't miss no words. She didn't blank anything out. And the funny thing was that her mom was in the audience. She spoke perfect English. And I happened to sing that song myself, but I changed the lyrics up a little bit just because some shit I just can't say. And the lyrics to Snooze is like pretty savage. I touch that fire for you. I tell that lie, pull the trigger, testify for you. I think I'm right. I testify for you. I tell the lie, pull the trigger, testify for you. And then she has the line where she says, I'll kill that bitch. I'll do what all of them around you scared to do. I'm not. Long as you juking out here for me, I got it. Robbing, scheming, looting, hide your bodies. I'm listening to this girl sing these lyrics in front of all these people. And they weren't all Chinese. So a lot of them understood what she was saying. And I couldn't help but feel this heaviness. I felt this weight on me. Like, I don't want to be that kind of artist. Now, listen, again, I was her when I was her age. So I definitely am not sitting here trying to act like I'm holier than thou. But as I'm in the business of writing music and writing songs and sharing my creativity with the world, it just hit differently when I heard somebody else say it all the way across the world. We want that. We want that kind of reach. We want people to hear our stuff and people to recognize us, and we want good music to be boundaryless. But when I heard her saying them lyrics, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because she liked the song. She liked the melody. And I don't know how much she understood of what she was saying. Because I didn't understand a lot of stuff that Lil Kim and Biggie was talking about. I just like the flow. I just like It was a popular song. I liked the flow of it, and I liked the fact that I was singing something that was older than me. Older than me. It made me feel like I was like, older. Because of course we're all trying to be older when we're that age. Usually I was. But I wanted to make this video because I think it's important that even though artists are authentic and they say, and I champion the fact that people can freely be themselves and say what they want to say, when you put your creativity out there, everybody's hearing it. Like WAP, with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi. Like, I remember watching a video of her playing her song, and then her daughter came in and she turned it off. Like, I don't want to do that with my music. I don't want it to be so vulgar or so savage that they can't listen to it at all. You know what I mean? And because music it has an energy to it. It's alive. You know what I'm saying? It makes you, it does something to you when you hear it. It changes your emotions when you hear it, good or bad. And I remember being up there and thinking to myself, I'm 41. And I had to change the lyrics because I wouldn't kill that bitch for no dude. Like, just, I can't relate to that in such a way where, yeah, I've sang songs, all kinds of lyrics that I couldn't always relate to, but I said it. But there's something about that song, something about those lyrics that's just like, I could never relate to it in that way. And I don't want to say it with pride because that's just not real for me. And it sounds crazy. So to hear her say it so freely, mama sitting right there, 14 years old, I knew that I would definitely have wanted somebody to be a little bit more protective over me and what I was listening to at that age. And my grandma was not having it. She definitely scolded my ass. But I wish that I would not have been exposed to that music. I wish that I wish I was told about, protected a little bit more so that I would not want to sing that kind of music or gravitate towards it. I don't know how. I'm not blaming it on my parenting or whatever. But I realize how music freely flows and people share it. And the fact that of all the songs that she could have sang, she chose that one really set on me. It set on me because she didn't change any of the lyrics up. She freely said it. And I cared about what that did to her. And as artists, I think we should care more about what our message is doing to everybody that hears it. Not just, hey, I'm being myself, I'm being free, but because we know that music has the ability to uplift or degrade people, inspire them to do things positive or negative, I think it's our responsibility, the ones of us who have been given that gift of creativity and artistry and who have been given that platform to share it. I think we should care. We should care about what our message could do to people, what our message could inspire people to do. And although we might want to share what we want to share, I just think that there should be consideration for the immortality of music. Because even when we're not here, the books we read, the movies we see, the poetry we listen to, the music we listen to, that stuff is our legacy. So if you don't care, you don't care. Then if you got kids and you're an artist, think about that. Would I want my child to sing this? Would I want my child to be exposed to this? Or would I want them to know what this means? Should I care? Right? Would I care? Do I care? I don't have kids, but I cared. I was not feeling right when I was listening to her. I couldn't even enjoy her tone. I couldn't even think about her as an artist because I was so concerned about why she chose to sing that song. And why her mom was like sitting there recording it like it was like gold medal worthy. And I was just like, again, no shade at all in the terms of authenticity and artistry, because I do champion that. It's just, don't let it be an afterthought. Artists, don't let it be an afterthought. You're going to do that shit with an exclamation point. I said what I said, that's it. But just know wholeheartedly that everybody is exposed to your artistry. Everybody gets a piece of it, and everybody processes it and stores it in different ways. So because kids are so malleable and they're growing up and they're just absorbing everything, think about what we're saying. Think about what we're encouraging. That particular song is a very deep kind of obsessive, codependent kind of love, dangerous kind of love. She did another one, I just killed my Kill Bill. She's not the only one, but there's a lot of artists who put those songs out there sharing the volatility and the vulnerability of intimacy. But to a kid that's so young, taking it in, that's not something they should even think about being, shouldn't even be exposed to that kind of love or those kind of words or emotions or music, in my opinion, you know what I mean? So we got to be careful. We got to be careful, and if we don't care, understand that's what it is. Everybody hears what we're saying. Everybody's taking it in, and some people are like, yeah, that's love. That's the way it should feel. That's the way it should be. Accountability is important because our words, our messages, they permeate the minds of everybody. And so I think with that in mind, we can be more deliberate about what we say and what we share and how we connect, because we never know where it's going to land, right? It's your girl, Phoenix Novell. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Right Hustle. Leave your comments, leave your messages. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Am I hating? Am I not? Would it matter? Especially for artists like me who perform cover songs. Should it matter what I'm saying? I know white artists who will perform Lauryn Hill or another rapper or another singer, and they would never say the N-word, or they would, and then they would ask me if that's okay. How does it make you feel if I say it? You see what I'm saying? So it ain't just, we get up there and it's just a song. No, people, they feel something in their spirit. And I never said anything to them like, okay, yeah, no. But they asked me, is that right? Is it okay? There's always this uncertainty of how, even though it's a song and we know that they didn't write it themselves, that's what I'm talking about. That inner feeling of, what is this doing to me? How is this landing? It's making you feel some kind of way. So artists, be more mindful of the things that we write, because people are going to be performing our stuff. They're going to be listening to it. They're going to be absorbing it. They're going to be storing it. All right. It's your girl, Phoenix Novell. Until next time, peace.